Wednesday One Show with Matt Baker.
And Alex Jones. Now, tonight we are going to say hello to the American comedian who took on a real challenge when he moved his whole family here to the UK for his first ever sitcom.
Yes, now 5 years later, Rob Delaney, there he is, will tell us how he's come to love his adopted country, and he's even coping with the British weather. We love Rob Delaney.
We'll be with you shortly, or you'll be with us shortly anyway, Rob. Plus, we're going to meet the teenager who spent her life obsessed with birds, as this baby photo of her proves. Look at that! How lovely.
Super cute.
Well, she's grown up a bit since then. She's now age 17, and Maya Rose has become the youngest person ever to spot half of the world's bird species.
It's quite
That's
an achievement,
remarkable. Let's
isn't it?
applaud you on that one. And that was last year. She's even more since then.
And our first guest is someone who's also spotted a bird or two in his time. It's Spring Watch's Chris Packer.
Yay!
Good evening, Chris. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Very good.
I'm a bit miffed now that I've been trumped by Maya in terms of my world bird total.
I was going to say, you've got competition there, haven't you?
Yeah. Do you still keep kind of a log of the birds? Of all the
I
species
stopped counting at about 3,500, which sounds like a lot of birds, but as I say, I've been trumped by Maya, and we've got more than 10,000 different species, so I'm never going to catch her up.
I imagine you have logs of stuff, though, when you were younger, of the stuff that... Did you write it all down?
I've still got the logs of stuff
I
wrote down. Yes, of course. We're meticulous in our needs to keep records.
Yeah.
So I've got all of my British list, my European list, and then finally, when I started travelling, my world list. The thing is, the taxonomist keeps splitting the species, so sometimes you lose one, sometimes you gain three, so you constantly have to revise your list. Maya will be
It's
up
like
there.
bird bingo
Every
then, isn't
evening
it?
should be on a computer revising.
What a lovely sentiment.
Well, watching that with us is somebody who's definitely seen a pied wagtail before. Maya Rose, you know Chris, you're big friends.
We've known each other for many years. Yeah.
Good, good. Rob, this is Maya Rose. Now, Maya Rose holds a special record. Would you tell Rob all about it and how you got that record, Maya?
So this summer I was in Brazil with my parents, and I became the youngest person in the world to see over half of the birds in the world.
That's amazing. You obviously have a very supportive family to make this happen, Maya Rose. So where have you been in the world?
My parents are brilliant, actually. They're the one that sort of gave me the birding bug.
Yeah.
They, like you saw in the picture, they've taken me out
No, you are tiny there.
since I was a baby.
Yeah.
And they sort of just started taking me travelling around the world. Like when I was in year 6, they literally took me out of school for 6 months and toured me around South America and things like that. So very, very lucky.
Are you going to try and see all the birds in the world? Is that the plan?
I mean, that would be fantastic, but like Chris was saying, they just keep on making new ones. It's quite hard to catch up.
And you're about to receive a doctorate as well on top of this for something really special and important that you've been doing. So just tell us a bit about that then.
So because I've been sort of in the bird watching community for quite a long time, and I'm half Bangladeshi, I noticed when I was like 11 or 12 that it's nearly devoid of diversity. There's very few minority ethnic people involved in the environmental sector.
Right.
So I started running these camps every summer where it was basically giving minority ethnic people from inner city Bristol the opportunity to come down to like Glastonbury or the Somerset Levels and engage with nature in some way. And it's so nice, like it's so gratifying, because I don't think we've ever met a kid who hasn't like had a really nice time and engaged with nature in this new opportunity. And so like from that I ended up setting up this organisation called Black to Nature, which has been campaigning the sector for about 5 years now, to try and encourage more diversity, because it's the second worst in the UK with 0.6% of the sector being minority ethnic.
Well, we can see why you've been honoured for that. It is fantastic work. If you want a little trip out into the countryside, Rob, then you know exactly what to go with. Absolutely superb. Well, Maya Rose, thank you so much indeed. Big thanks to Chris as well, and to Rob. Jackie is available to watch on Amazon Prime Video from tomorrow, and Chris's documentary, 7.7 billion people and counting, is on BBC Two next Tuesday.
Yes, tomorrow Chris Ramsey will help me welcome Daniel Radcliffe and Alan Cumming. And we're turning our Piazza into a giant harp, you know, a normal Friday.
As you do.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.